We're measuring our deeds completely wrong. We judge our prayer by how it felt, our dhikr by how emotional we get, or our worship by a feeling. But feelings aren't the truth. They might indicate sincerity, but they're not the measure. And often, they're completely misplaced. Just look at sin. People drink alcohol because it makes them feel calm. Or they might lash out when they feel angry and they commit zina because it makes them feel happy. If feelings are not the right measure there, then they're not the right measure anywhere. Why? Because feelings have no morality. They don't know what's right or wrong, only what they like. They come from the nafs, your emotional center, what scholars describe as your inner child. And like a child, the nafs gets attached to things, to good and bad alike, and builds desire for them. A child might cry because it wants to eat mud, or skip school, or put their finger in the plug. It doesn't care what's right. It just wants what feels good. And if you let those feelings lead you, they harden into hawa, desire. And that desire becomes your path, your God. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala warns us, أَرَأَيْتَ مَنِ اتَّخَذَ إِلَهَهُ هَوَاهُ. Have you seen the one who takes their own desires as their God? You might say, but surely prayer is different. Surely those feelings count. No, they don't. They may accompany an accepted prayer, motivate you to pray, but they're not the criteria through which it's measured. Because if feelings can mislead in sin, they can mislead in worship too. Take charity, for example. If you give only when it feels good, or because it feels good, then is that charity sincere? In fact, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala praised those who give even when it's hard, saying, وَيُؤْثِرُونَ عَلَىٰ أَنفُسِهِمْ وَلَوْ كَانَ بِهِمْ خَصَاصَةٌ وَمَنْ يُوقَ شُحَّ نَفْسِهِ فَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُفْلِحُونَ. They give others preference even when they're in need. And those who are saved from their own desires, their own feelings, their own greed, they are truly successful. Giving while feeling selfish is praiseworthy because you overcame the feeling and still obeyed. In fact, feelings often become a false idol, the goal itself. And when the feeling fades, so does the worship. How many stop praying because they don't feel like it? So what's the real measure of prayer then? It's presence. It's to know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is with you, He's hearing you, and He's seeing you from the start to the end. It's like sitting with a loved one. You're not expected to cry or laugh all the time with your parents. You just need to be there, attentive and present, sometimes saying nothing at all. That's all Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asks. And sincerity, that's not a feeling either. Watch my video on sincerity for that one. So if emotions come, alhamdulillah. But if they don't, you're not a failure. Because success in prayer is this. From the first Allahu Akbar to the final salams, did you remain present with Him? Did you remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is with you, hearing you and seeing you throughout the prayer? That is success.